Hey everybody, Tan is live. Back in the yard, i.e. in my garden. So the sister gardener has sent me on a detail. A detail because a heat wave came through yesterday. It set me down and made me turn on my AC. I know I was asking that question, is it time? Yesterday the answer was yes. Yes, it is time. So what I'm about to do is get my bucket get my trusted dusty basket, cause, like I said, the sister gardener got me on a detail, so I need to get some water. Let me get a little bit of water and start harvesting some transplants. Now she said she wanted. Let me get her some sugar rush tomatoes. It's gonna be how I clean up my tomatoes. Sister gardener wants some sugar rush tomatoes, and would you know it, she's a slow mover. So by the time she decided she needed some of those red dirt starts, they are already gone. So, like I mentioned in a previous live, YouTube University taught me that if you clean up a tomato plant, just put what you cut off in the soil. It will grow you more tomatoes. There's no need to go buy up a bunch of tomato starts. However, I do. I have I have 3 different types of tomatoes growing in my grow row and in my garden. And I do that because Tan likes tomatoes. I keep saying only grow what you like. I I would just say I love tomatoes. I like tomatoes in my salad. I will make a nata pizza with fresh tomatoes. And plus, one more thing is, I don't think you want your tomatoes all touching the ground. You want to be able to get some air in there. And plus, I don't want it all on the ground so my friend the horn beetle could come in there and destroy everything. How my mama say, they come to steal, destroy, and kill. I don't know. Some she used to say. So I got these sugar rush pieces. I'm gonna sit them right here because what I'm about to go do is get to that mulberry bush again. So last week or a little while ago, I took the sister gardener some mulberry starts, and she got them in some dirt and had them set up nicely. I helped her do that on a previous live. But you know what happened? It was a heat wave burning in Texas. That heat wave came through yesterday. It wasn't much. I heard some moving back there. It wasn't much, but it was enough to, let me show you what it did to my turnips back here. It was enough heat. Look, it was enough heat to make my turnips lay down. And that one is kind of recovering, but this one is still like, what was going on? What just happened? And that's exactly how I felt. I feel, I promise you, I shut it down. I shut it down and I turned the AC on. And I was in the house for the rest of the day. It's hot right now, but I feel like it's gonna start raining. I feel like it's gonna start raining. And she asked for some of these passive watering devices too. Y'all, this is my gardening hack. I don't throw away empty containers. Like I said, it's still not trash. And as long as I have an additional use for it, it's not trash. You had to go see that video about my gardening hack. I'm not giving her my big wine bottles, but I will give her the beer bottles so she can keep her plants going. Be gone, get them in bag. Now, just, I'm shopping in my garden. I'm shopping in my yard for the sister gardener. But let me get back to these mulberries. Because I need to get mulberries. There's something else. She had a list, y'all. So the pomegranates are done. I need my shears. All right, I'm gonna go and get my shears. Walk with me, y'all. Oh, let me tell you what I planted while I'm walking. Y'all came outside, I've been over, and and this is my janky phone. I dropped my phone and I almost cracked the camera again. I've been looking for Blue Hubbard squash. What canopy? Hi, bye. What canopy? What you see? I love it. I love it back here. I just, I think people around me like it too because. Where are you? Hi, bye. What canopy did you see? The trees? Where are my shears? Yeah, I can't find them, and I need them. Where did I put them? Well, I guess I'll just use my knife and try not to cut myself. Are you talking about the mulberries? Tell me I didn't leave them in there. Where did I put those? Oh, they're in my pocket. Okay. So, what I was saying was, oh, okay, so that's the mulberry tree uh, that is only over the fence. My sister wants mulberries, so I'm out here shopping. But look, what you see right here, did you hear that? That bird always sounds like the Harry Potter movie special effect. But this is my fig tree, and right there is a beautiful pomegranate tree. There's a beautiful pomegranate tree with the orange blossoms. That makes me happy because orange is my favorite color. And let me see. This is the mulberry bush that I'm trying to get some clippings for the sister garden. Look, it hangs over my yard. It kisses my pomegranate tree. So, you know, and look, the birds done planted me a pomegranate, mulberry right there. Right there, hiding off in the cut. So what I'm gonna do is take my knife and I'm gonna try not to cut tan. This one, he's still green. Oh, you're not green no more. I tried the air layer that, but you see it? It was green, but looks like it died off. And I need to do some research because I feel like I got some dead. See how that's brown? I think that's brown. I think I got some dead wood on my, I'm lagging a little. Look, that's gonna be the janky life. It lags sometime, unfortunately. I hope it's not too bad though. Plus, look, I'm 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 in the I'm in the jungle, baby. Welcome to my jungle. I got pomegranates and things. I grow everything I want. You can do the same. Jungle. Welcome to my jungle. I was shuffling like what's his name? Axel. I was shuffling like Axel. I was shuffling while I was singing my song. So I checked the other day, and the mulberry branches that you pull are supposed to be a certain size. So I don't have my shears. Look, you see that mulberry? That one's not ripe, but this one is. I, I tasted mulberries for the first time. Ah, my dad's growing a mulberry tree in my Louisiana garden, and every time I got down there, they were gone. I'm gonna get out of the jungle once I get enough clippings. Like I said, I took her clippings the other day, and this is a good knife too. Let's see. I want to get some small branches so she could have, like I said, when I provide her with stuff, I want to put her uh, on the path so she can have the most success. Because what happens if you don't have any success, you kind of give up. Some people give up. Think that's enough? I think that's enough. I want to get out. I want to get out of the weeds so y'all can see me. I want to get out of the jungle. Okay. So, you see, I've got mulberries. Thank you. Hi, bye. You're new to my garden. So here's what I want to do. I I started my YouTube channel. Actually, before I had a YouTube channel, my parents used to, call me and I FaceTime them and I showed them my garden. Because I am a gardener because of my parents. And I take them around, and my parents stopped gardening a long time ago. I'm having an epic sunflower battle too, so when I see them growing in spots I don't want them, I pull them up. But, so, let me show you my garden, right? So earlier, I cleaned up my Sugar Rush tomato plant. So the stuff that was growing at the bottom, a lot of it, I clipped it because I'm gonna go give it to the sister gardener because she waited to the last minute to go get those 99-cent red dirt stars. That's what I have for her. But I was trying to trellis. I was trying to get my tomatoes in the cage because they grew so fast. I damaged one. And the one that I damaged, look, I got okra right here. My mama loves okra, so I initially started growing okra for my mom, but I've learned how to eat them, or cook them better than just fried. So I'll eat them now too. But those pieces of tomato that broke off, I stuck them in the soil. Sunflower. I stuck them in the soil and look how they're growing. And they got blossoms on them. Yes! I know. I should have a stick. The senior gardener told me I should have a stick whenever I'm moving around to keep. And I have a real healthy habitat here too. I found out what my tenant was. For almost 2 or 3 years, I've been trying to figure out what has been destroying my melons. Hi bye. Hi bye. You wouldn't believe what I found. I walked out one day and found something mean mugging me. Like I be mean mugging my plants when they don't grow. Look, right here, there's you know when you cut open a cantaloupe or a honeydew melon, you scoop out the seeds. I scoop them out and I put the whole thing in the ground. And that's what I have growing here. I did that last year and I harvested so many cantaloupe and melon. This is my pear tree. She's new to the garden. This is my grape bush, right? She used to be the grape bush of shame. Last year I harvested my first grapes off of here. And look, focus camera. You see my little grape clusters? I'm happy about it because I see them in multiple spots, but I have grape envy. The sister garden is over there having real grape clusters. It's all right though because I'm in the right way. And this is my blackberry. I moved her from the center of the yard, and this is her happy spot. If you can see all the blackberries. And this is my second zinnia. This is the flower that keeps on giving. If you buy zinnia, and I learned this on the YouTube too from another YouTuber, once they die, if you pinch the head off and just drop them back in the ground, you're dropping more seeds and they will come back every year. I harvested a cauliflower earlier. I planted some corn in this spot. Tan likes corn, but she don't like the worms that be. Look, my corn got the thing. Y'all, my corn has the thing. It's gonna shoot up and corn is gonna come. So this is my bucket of strawberries I got from the sister gardener. Most of my strawberries are transplanted from the sister garden, and every once in a while I look in here and I find a strawberry. But here's what I want to show you too. I watched another YouTuber, Land Farmer 73, and he used to say, you can grow anything. He said, go to Walmart and get your pastry buckets, buttercream pastry buckets. Well, this is a small one, half one, and this is a full one right here. And this is how I started growing before I decided to put stuff in the ground. I also grow in sturdy boxes. I transplanted a crepe myrtle tree from my Louisiana garden in a banana box. Over the winter, it sat in that banana box and it grew roots. I put it in the ground right over there. It's flanked by two black diamond crepe myrtles. So, and then here's my squash. I wish I had my stick, but I'm not gonna. Oh, look, my stick is right here. I don't know if the super senior guard is watching, but she'll be proud of me. Look, got my stick. So, hold up. Trying to. There we go. There we go. Back. Look. So, my squash is putting on blossoms, but I don't see any squash yet. And I normally put seeds straight in the ground. But for some reason this year I tried to do starts in the house. That was a big mistake because everything got all leggy. And when it got leggy, I just brought it outside and put it right here in this spot. Oh, I do have basil. I'm gonna show you that. Give me 1 minute, give me 1 minute. I have basil. Look, this is my hot mess bucket. I have tomatoes in here. I think this is a volunteer. I have radishes. I'm not sure what that is because I just put seeds in the ground. But I have a bunch of avocado seeds in here. And every time I eat an avocado, I put the seed right here in this bucket because I want to grow another avocado plant. I had one, but it died over the winter. And I'm trying to make this a flower bucket. It's a compost slash flower bucket. I want my pollinators to come to the yard. I want all my pollinators to come to the yard. And look, this is a failure right here. This is a failure. I bought strawberry spinach last year. It died. I wanted to try it so bad. People say it puts a strawberry bud on it, a red bud, but it's bland. It doesn't have any taste. So you're just eating the spinach. I have another bucket of radish back here. Yeah. So, hi bye. I plant radishes every year because it's the first thing that I can harvest. I'm trying to see if I can get that bird. That bird sounds like the Harry Potter movie special effects when it flies away. Oh, what was I about to tell you though? Oh yeah. So I plant radishes every year because I want to feel successful in the garden. Now, I was telling you about those transplants from the sister garden, right? This strawberry plant right here, this is a basket. I used to get my wood chips from the reserve in this. Well, at some point I just decided to stop using it because it broke. Now I use it as a planter. But the strawberries from here, they're growing right here. Let me get that. They're growing right in there. Yeah. And I didn't know they were producing strawberries like a week or two ago. I harvested some strawberries from there. Yes, grapes. I'm telling you this, I have grape envy. I'm happy to be growing them, but I also see other YouTubers with big clusters. And the sister garden got big clusters. And here's some is look, carrots. I had a whole bunch of carrots growing right here, but I think my tenant came and started, eating some of them up. So they thinning out a little bit. And I just have to say, I grow some weeds in my garden. So if you see the weeds, don't let them bother you. I still grow plenty here. Um, I'll show you. This is my other blackberry bush. Now this is the spot in the center of my yard that the other blackberry used to live. But at some point I decided to rehome her to where the grapevine is. Look, the wind been coming. The wind been coming, knocking all the blossoms off my pomegranate. I still got a lot of them, but kind of hurts my feelings when they fall like that, because I'm anticipating all those pomegranates. And that blackberry is vining all the way up in there. Look, this was pretty. Let me zoom in on there. You see how pretty that is? That is so pretty. It'll be a pretty painting. So, right here, I have some more sugar rush tomatoes because they're delicious. They are delicious. And here I have shishito peppers and tomatoes. This is a fruit tree. I bought it in a small thing and it's growing. Another one is right there. Yes! I have done so much to cultivate this little spot. I've done a lot of work for sure. Here's, well, I just knocked the blossom off my shishito pepper. I believe these are Cushaw. No, they look like yellow squash. And why is that one dying? But look, you see there's more tomatoes in there. Then, so I went to my Louisiana garden. I was doing a house check. And I was wondering why somebody had potatoes just sitting in a bag growing. So I shared some with the super senior garden and I brought them right on back here and put them in my garden. Now I took this side of the garden. I think this is poke. Y'all know poke salad? That's how my mama used to say it. And this is a fig uh, clipping that Drago gave me. These are radish tops. So I harvested a bunch of radish seeds from my Louisiana garden because I plan on coming back here and farming them and eating them cool. But they were too hard. They were too hard. Oh, so okay. So this is my Dollar Tree tomato grown from seed, Dollar Tree seeds. When I grow the tomatoes here, I put basil with it because I read it's a good co-plant. So you see how my basil is just getting started right here? I love fresh basil. It is so delicious. Now, my sister used to only grow basil. I put her some seeds in some soil, and she left it on her windowsill. And she and her husband made fresh pizza. And every time that happened, she'd call and she'd say, Tan, that basil is so delicious, and I thank you for planting it. She only grew basil. She was a windowsill gardener. But look, here's something new I got. Romesco. I got that from the HEB Garden Center. I'm looking at it and I'm trying to figure out when it's ready to harvest. And here's another something. Put out a question to the experienced onion growers because I've been planting onion bottoms. The onions that I have in the house because I like onions. Tan loves onions. Some of them start sprouting, so I take that sprout and I just drop it in the ground. This one has started getting a blossom on it. I don't know if I need to cut that or leave it. So, and my asparagus. When it rains, my asparagus just shoot up. These are asparagus fronds. I got some tiny ones, like that one. It died out, but you know, they come up, and I've been eating asparagus. I've been making Asiago cheese, pepperoni wrapped Asiago cheese asparagus. It was delicious. You got to go check out that video. That made me happy. Every time I see these things, I wonder if it's that focus camera. Every time I see these, I wonder if it's that plant that closes up when you touch it. I don't know how that guy back here. Um, and here, look, more of my tomatoes. Look at that. So yeah, I got a lot going. Then I got blueberries. These are my blueberry girls. This is my eggplant. I hope to grow big eggplant this year. These are the black beauties. I normally grow Ichiban. And look at my little greens trying to get busy. And I'm having an epic sunflower battle every year because I planted sunflowers and they keep coming back. I don't want them in my grow row. And this is a carrot I'm hoping will go to seed. If it goes to seed, I have more free seeds, free, which is what I like. There's a shishito pepper hiding out in the cut. I'm gonna get this sunflower. He's gotta go. These, look, this is my Swiss chard. It looks like ornamental chard. Real big. Look, so I didn't get excited. So I was back here the other day and I harvested some. These are snap peas. Snow peas? Snow peas. Let me get my tools. These are snow peas. Okay. Let's see, snow peas. Let me show you a snow pea. Oh, look, this one's gotten too big. It's all hard. They say once it gets hard like this, so I need to go ahead and get my small ones. So I was feeling bad when I pulled the small ones, but I don't want to come out and find nothing big like that. No. No. They were so delicious. I have a recipe. It's Italian original. I need my I need my basket. Look at what I got today. These are snap peas. I'm trying not to let them get too big, but it's kind of hard. Yep. Oh, there's a lot of them in there. Y'all see them? I'm harvesting snap peas. I'm gonna go get my I have to kind of look, but that's what I got today. Snap peas. Oh, this is my pink lemonade blueberry that's finally growing. Oh, they don't look so good. The blueberries don't look so good. But this is the first year I've got them, so I'm happy about that. These are my turnip greens. These are my red beets. This is the first time I've grown red beets. I plan on juicing them because I don't like eating them. These are the rest of my blueberries. And this is a carrot. It went to seed. I have another eggplant. And this is my flower garden. I'm hoping to attract pollinators. I got more greens, turnips, and collards. Look, I missed something. I got excited about tomatoes, but this is what I'm really excited about. This is what I'm really excited about. This is my first cabbage. This is my first cabbage. And it's heading. Yay! I'm excited about that. Now, I harvested my first cauliflower and I hope to harvest my first cabbage if my tenants don't get it and mess it up. These are also my onions that I grew from bottoms. You know? That zinnia, I dropped the seeds right here. I'm hoping to see orange zinnia. I don't know if I will or not, but I did pinch orange zinnia. Oh, and I look, got a plum tree growing in there and a baby fig hiding in the jungle. But I'm gonna show you my peppers. I came out here to show y'all that I was getting groceries for the sister garden so she could do some transplants. But this is the tomato that I broke and I planted those broken pieces. I planted them in the ground and that's what I showed you was growing. Let me just put let me put these away. Let me put these away. Peppers. That's that Harry Potter bird. Look at my shishitos. They're getting bigger. And I started growing shishito peppers because I went to a restaurant. I don't like that. Hi, bye. I grow for me, not for them. Everybody says that, but that don't work for me. I be like, I want to eat it all. I watch it grow and I want to get it. And when I come out to get it and it's gone, I'm hot. But I went to a restaurant and I had shishito peppers, roasted shishito peppers. And I would try to buy them from the store, but they were so expensive. So I said, I'm going to get some seeds. And I did that and I grew some one time. And I was happy with that. Oh, these are big. I grew some one time and I was hooked. I started roasting my own. Look at that. Yes. Oh, they smell hot. These smell hot. But yeah. So these are my shishito peppers. I roast them and I have a recipe posted on my YouTube channel how to roast them and make them good. Look, this is the weed that just keeps on growing. If I wanted it there, it would not grow. I'm gonna sit these to the side so y'all can see my harvest at the end of my. What's going on? Ants, what's going on here? Well, I'm not gonna sit them there. I need to get my harvest bucket. Hold on, 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute, let me get my. I don't know about the ants. I know I don't want them to get me though. Give me 1 minute. I got my. Let me get my gloves back. All right. This is my focus camera. Focus. This is my melon protector this year. Someone told me buy baskets from Dollar Tree and save my melons. Look. Look at here, look at here. Look at here. So these are candy cane, chocolate cherry, sweet, they said sweet pepper. Okay, sweet pepper. Now I bought these. These are 99-cent Redders. This is new to my garden. Unique and beautiful. These mini bell-shaped sweet tasting fruit. They have unique green and white striped color. Mature into chocolate and red. Oh, harvest at any stage. Okay. Wow. Okay, look. This is my first time seeing them. I feel like I want to see them go red. Look at all those. And there are more focus camera. And there are more blossoms coming. But today, I'm getting shishitos. I feel like the small ones I can let stay a little while, but those big ones, they need to come on and get in my belly. And these are my strawberries. So I have a new strawberry this year. Oh, it's got a blossom. This is my new strawberry. I have to to show you the ones that I got from the sister gardener. The dark ones are so sweet. They super sweet. Uh, and I don't know what I got because we have a lot of different varieties. I look in here every once in a while and I find a berry, but and these are my melons. I grew these things. Strawberries are doing good. They're producing a lot. My strawberries survived the winter and they did not go dormant. And I was surprised about that. They were still putting on flowers and people were telling me to pinch them off. And I did that a couple times. But it hurt my feelings. And this is my olive tree. Y'all, I got this olive tree on clearance. And it's already got olives on it. It was last year olive, so they had them marked down, and I got them. But let me take you to the other strawberries. Look, there's my sweet potato slips. Now, I have an epic sweet potato harvest every year. I've been pinching out sweet potato slips and dropping them in. This is my sweet potato bucket. And they grow every year like crazy in here. Oh, strawberries. I was headed to strawberries. I feel like there's a hornworm nibbling right there. Look, got tomatoes in here. These are more sugar rush tomatoes. Yeah, and I also have another shishito pepper in there. Like I said, I like shishito peppers. I can never get enough. So I bought a whole bunch of plants because they were 99¢. And I need to come on and clean this up because I don't know what this is. It's something new in my yard. It's gotta go. It's gotta get out of my strawberry basket. So I don't have anything. Look, this blossom is starting and there's a baby strawberry right there. I need to get that big weed out of there. I don't know what that is. But look, this is my orange tree. It's a Satsuma orange. I'm trying to keep it alive. Tan kill citrus. I'm on my 5th lemon tree. Lululemon the 5th. They just keep dying on me. I don't know. Then I got some tree collards. They've been here a minute. I'm trying to keep them alive, but I'm fighting with a bug. Some sort of bug comes and destroys them. And look, my radishes are going to seed. I have some spinach in there. Look, okay, oh, so speaking of the heat wave, the heat wave came through yesterday, and these are my white beets. The white beets have a milder flavor than the red beets, and that is true. Look how it's laid down. Look how it's laid down. And this one's trying to come back after all that heat. I've been watering them real good. And this is another onion from seed. No, from the onion bottom. Look, I am growing fennel. Fennel leeks. I put a lot of things in here. But these are radishes that I transplanted. These are more radishes that I transplanted. And this is, what is this? A white turnip. You know, the other ones are pink and white. This one is white. Like I said, this one is new to my garden. Every year I try to grow something new. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but I try to grow it just to see, because Tan is curious. But look at my hot mess bucket. This used to be my rain barrel, but Tan got lazy one day and started leaning on it and it broke. So I put some on it trying to hold it together. No success. So now I use it to grow in. In here I have radishes, I have peppers, and carrots. This is a light hot mess. This is the big mess right here. So in the corner I got the avocado hot mess. This is a light hot mess. And this is the biggest mess. In here I have sweet potatoes. I have three types of sweet potatoes. This is my Asian sweet potato. I have a purple sweet potato in here and I have a white sweet potato that I haven't seen come up yet. But if you see, I got radishes, I got carrots, I got beets, and a lot of miscellaneous stuff growing in here. Tan just threw some seeds in here. And cucumber. Probably got a cucumber. Tan just threw some seeds in there because, like, I was like, well, my potatoes, my sweet potatoes are going to take a while to come. So I might as well be using that soil for something as well. Okay. So for all my success, if you're impressed, thank you. Look, Tan works hard for her money. So hard for it, honey. But sometimes there's a failure in the garden. I bought pineapples on sale and I took the heads and I tried to grow them. That didn't quite happen. You see, they're all dead right here. I need to go throw them to the compost and get them from here. But what I do have are those leeks or fennel. Not sure what it is anymore, but I planted them and they're growing. Yay! And I'm hoping I have roselle in here. I've been having a hard time to get my roselle grow, and that was new to my garden last year. And I know y'all heard the story how Tan went to Malaysia, and my host family, they were so gracious, showed me Rabita. It's roselle tea. Oh, it's delicious. It was delicious. I have a video about it. Go check it out. They made me roselle tea. And I said, if you ever find it, first of all, I said I was going to take the seeds. First of all, I said I was going to take the seeds from Malaysia back on the plane with me. And Mom said, if you do, you're going to go out there and find some trouble. Well, Tan ain't trying to find no trouble, so I left them seeds. But I'd been looking for a roselle plant, and I bought one that didn't survive over the winter. So then I found some more, and I think I bought like 3 or 4, and they grew in 4 places in my yard. The biggest one was right there where my orange tree of shame used to live, and the wind came and broke it open. And I've been watching another YouTuber is Land Farmer 73. He does air laying with a chili dog method. I've been watching that. And I've been saying, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Well, my feelings were so hurt that my roselle tree broke. I took those Ziploc bags full of dirt and I taped up my roselle tree. And it survived. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how thrilled I was? It's just like, okay, baking a cake for the first time. I mean, you, if you know how to cook and you step in the kitchen and you bake a cake successfully, or you cook a good dish accidentally successfully, that's how I feel about that. Because I've been watching it and saying I was going to take a chance and do it. Watching it, saying I was going to take a chance and do it. But after my roselle tree broke, I had no choice. I had to do it. I needed it to work. Now, I started something new in here. I believe it's more radishes. This looks like a melon. I believe I put melons in here, but I started more radishes because I like radishes. And I'm going to put something in that pot too. I'm not wasting the soil out here. I will grow. If I got seeds for it and I could drop it on the ground, Tan wants to grow. What else I want to show you before I go? Because I've been out here for a minute, and y'all, it's hot today. It's not as hot as it could be, but, I got on my big work shirt because, the ants like to get the tan. What about this? This is my other peach tree, and I transplanted some radishes from the other side here. And this is part of my greens. I had to pull up some greens because my tenants said they were Harvard beetles. I pulled up my greens and this one broke off. So I transplanted into this little bucket. Here's another thing I said grow. Landscapers throw these away. I pick them up. I use them for my compost bin. There's my other compost bin over there, and I use them to grow in. Nothing. So I've learned so much on YouTube. I grew up gardening with my parents, but I've grown so many things that my parents did not grow. Uh, and I said this the other day. This was an old beat up trash can. Somebody said, "Come get it. It's free, right?" They couldn't imagine what I'd be doing with a beat up trash can. But this is hot composting. Only thing I had to do was drill a hole in the bottom with my hole driller, because it's already cracked. And I fill it with my grass clippings. If I go to the reserve, I get some wood chips and I put it in there, and I'm putting my waste in there after meals. After dinner when I cook something. Another thing, my blackberry bush is so happy here, it started throwing off new plants, started rooting in the ground. I dug this one up. I dug this one up and I planted it in my box. I was trying to go potatoes, white potatoes in here, but I got distracted and started doing something different. They died on me. That's another fail in the garden. But here's what I try to say when I talk to people. A lot of people ask me about gardening. Gardening is not easy, but if you don't give up, you can have success. I bought two pomegranate trees. One died on me. This is my second fig tree, but it rooted. And now I have a third one growing in the cut. I introduced plums. There's another peach tree over there, citrus. This peach tree's here, and I'm trying to get these miscellaneous fruit trees to grow in here. I put the root stimulator on them and I stuck them in that soil and I keep them watered. Um, it took me 3 years to grow carrots, but I I kept trying. I kept trying. Then I got a pear tree back there in the cut. I kept trying, and I stumbled across this guy on YouTube. He's a British guy. I don't know his name anymore. Oh, mint is scary because it's invasive. I heard. Do you know? Hi, bye. If mint is invasive, like I already got this thing. I'm already having a fight with this sunflower. I don't want to fight with the mint. Uh, but I found this sunflower. I found this British guy. He had a dog named Molly. I think Molly passed away. But he would grow carrots and he cracked the code on carrots. What he said was in order for carrots to grow, you gotta keep that topsoil moist. If you keep the soil moist, your carrots will grow. So Tan had to get on the job, right? God, come out here and I'd missed the soil. I'd missed the soil. And the first year I got, baby, heirloom carrots. The next year I got carrots. And the next year I got a real carrot, a full size carrot. I'm still learning carrots and processing growing carrots, but I count it as a success. And I have a video called Will It Grow? I'd grown some carrots, but they were little nubby nubbies. And I put them in a Ziploc bag and I take them to my parents and I forgot them in the produce jar. And I looked, they had started sprouting little leaves. I put them in the ground just to see if they would grow. I knew they would not grow me more carrots, but it grew me seeds. And I put the seeds on my patio table. And I had a little buddy named Jackson. He kept saying, "Do you have carrots?" I said, "Yeah, I have carrots. I've grown carrots." And I went to show him my seeds, and the wind blew, and they went all over the place. So right now I have carrots growing all around my patio because the seeds that I was drying on my patio table blew in the wind. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because they're getting water and they're growing naturally. And I'm happy about that. But the ones that I'm trying to keep from my tenants, I got in my hot mess bucket. I have another one over there I'm trying to get to go to seed. But yeah, so I've got today. Oh, I gotta take her corn seeds too. So today, I've harvested my mulberry for the sister gardener. I've got these tomatoes, these super rush tomatoes. Got these super rush tomato clippings. Make sure I got them all. Yep, and these super rush tomato clippings. I need to get these to the side so I don't sit them right there. I'm gonna put them in a Ziploc bag in a moist paper towel. What else I got? Let's recap. Yeah, citrus. Yes, it is. I met I met a fisherman. He was like, YouTube is a bunch of junk. I said, yeah, there's a lot of junk out there, but it's a wealth of information. It helps me grow. It helps me learn a lot about growing, and I'm happy about that. So I could find a lot of junk if I want to, but I can also find good stuff that is beneficial to me. More blueberries. This is my eggplant. This is my Black Beauty eggplant. You see it's got blossoms on it? I'm hoping my blossoms will stop dropping and go ahead and get busy and start putting uh, eggplant on. So I harvested one of those white radishes and I ate it. It was good. Yeah, it was good. But what I do is I plant the tops back in the soil. I know it will not grow me another white beet. Come on now. Let me know. Hey, how about, can you put a 1 in the chat if you can see me? Oh, what is that? Bug. Hi, bye. If you can see me, please put a 1 in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna keep going with this. What was I about to tell y'all? Okay, so I'm gonna end this live because I can't see myself no more. But this is what I harvested today. I have those snap peas, I have shishito peppers, and I have some more roselle trying to grow in here. I got some more potato slips. That's what I gotta get. I gotta get her potato slips. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. I don't know. Alright, that's gonna do it for me today, y'all. This has been my garden tour for Hi Bye. She's new to my live, and I thank you for stopping by, Hi Bye. I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Thanks for joining me on this live. I appreciate y'all for joining. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a minute of what I'm getting up to. And they ready for that close up. That's the money shot. Bye, y'all.